we're going live. No fancy edits, just kind of updating you guys here now that we're back. So pretty much today I secured my first payout. It was for $10,000. So I did that across 5 Lucid accounts, and I got the max payout per account on the 50Ks, which is 2 grand, and that's very exciting. And yeah, so the current goal right now is to do that again next week. So just go for $150 days for 5 days, for 5 market days. And once I do that, I'll have another $10,000 because on these Lucid accounts, I was able to hit for 5 grand on the first trade. And that pretty much put me at 25K profit across the 5 accounts total. And it's really cool and nice to know that, we secured essentially 2 payouts. As long as I stay disciplined and I follow my rules and I don't overtrade, I don't over leverage, and I just go for a simple 1-to-1, risking $150 to make $150. So kind of just to give a quick recap, you guys know that I was trading live capital in the crypto markets. We were trading Solana and Bitcoin, and I was doing really, really well with that. And pretty much the reason why I decided to kind of transition is because I saw the potential in prop firms. I saw the potential of not needing to have $50,000 to $100,000 pretty much invested and on the line to be able to make $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. If you just have 20 accounts across multiple platforms and you do $1,000 in a day, that's a $20,000 a day. And it all clicked for me. And I also had a lot of people and friends, family, and strangers asking me, how can I get started? How can I start day trading? And I would always say, hey, man, I would recommend not even, definitely doing demo account and then maybe going in live with a little bit of money and then scaling up from there. But it always clicked in my head like, hey, if this person doesn't have at least $10,000, I mean, what's 10% of, and that's still a pretty big trade. What's 10% of $10,000? It's only $1,000 versus if they just invest, $1,000 to $2,000 on evaluations, they blow some, but maybe they get funded on some. They have the potential to make pretty much infinite money. And so the ROI is just way too good for me not to have gone and invested my time into acquiring the skill set of learning NQ and ES, which are the two assets that I trade. I also dabble with gold and silver here and there, but NQ and ES are my bread and butter. As for NQ, it moves fast. It took some time to understand it, but having the prior knowledge definitely helped, the prior knowledge of trading in general. But I was able to learn kind of how momentum works, how liquidity sweeps work, fair value gaps work on NQ. And that's been like my bread and butter, especially on the 1 hour time frame, and then scaling that down to the 15, the 5, the 3, and the 1. All those things have helped a lot. And I'm going to be going over those in videos, in very detailed videos, and kind of dropping the continued free course on those. So that's very exciting. And so my vision with this is to create like a community, a free community where you guys can essentially see the journey, how I went from 0 to 50K, and you guys can get inspired by it, because I know that there's somebody out there that might want to replace their 9 to 5, or there's somebody out there that could use an extra $50,000. I think we all could in a year, and that's just pretty much the goal that you guys can have, and you guys can make them even bigger. You guys can go for 500,000, 5 million. It's infinite potential, and that's what I love about trading, and that no other business model has, pretty much, or they do, but it takes different ways of getting there in comparison to trading. Trading is literally just you and the market, and you get to decide how big you want to go with it or how small you want to go with it, and risk to reward, pretty much. So we're 10K now. I'm looking to secure another 10K next week. So we'll be at 20K, almost halfway through to the goal of 50K. And I'm going to be, as I mentioned, I'm going to be documenting it. You guys will see how I truly feel in and out during trades, what I see, what I don't see, where maybe I made a mistake, where I did something really right, my confluences. Was the trade A+? Why did I take the trade? All these things are very key, and I think the only way to truly teach it is by just showing the live raw action of me in a trade, and then you guys can go and apply that for yourself and take it as an example. So very excited. It's been awesome. All glory to God. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Dell Trades out.